Welcome to Unit 5, Chapter 1, Excel Spreadsheet, Part 4. Essential outcomes. You will utilize open and closed software to create and format professional business spreadsheets. You will also use built-in functions and write formulas for business computation in the spreadsheet software. Part 4. Prominent and new aesthetic features for Excel. Adding heading styles. To add a cell style to a heading, you will use the Cell Styles icon. It is located underneath the Home tab under the Styles ribbon. Select the cell or cells you want to use, and then select your heading style by clicking on the drop-down menu under Cell Styles. Under the Home tab, look under the Styles ribbon for the Format as Tables icon. Now, there is an important catch when you insert tables in Excel. The following slides will explain what you have to watch for when you add a table to your data. Review your table. Tables normally have column headings. In the example on the right, you will see that this document has column headings in row 5. Column headings identify the content inside each of the column cells going down the column. The table to the right has headings in A5 through D5. When you add a table, you have to make sure you select the column headings as well as the data below the column headings. The column headings should be in the first row of the table. To add or insert a table format, select the table starting with the column headings. In this case, we have selected A5 through D10. Then we're going to go and click on Format as Tables drop-down arrow, and then we will select a style. When the Format as Table box opens, you will see that you will be asked whether or not your table has headers. Make sure that you check the My Tables has Headers box before clicking on OK. The column headings should now have filters. There's a little box to the right of the column heading with a drop-down arrow. Filters allow you to display or hide data in your table. Conditional formatting. Conditional formatting allows you to show number or dollar comparisons by using color schemes or color icons. Looking at the image to the right, notice that the months January through March has blue color schemes comparing the dollar values for each of the months. Conditional formatting allows you to give a visual imagery of numbers or dollars for easy comparison. Inserting conditional formatting. First, we're going to select the data. Besides the dollar values, we want to add visual imagery to help with the comparisons. In this case, we want to show comparisons for the 3 months for January, February, and March. On the Home tab, click on the drop-down arrow under Conditional Formatting in the Styles Ribbon Toolbar section. Then go to the Data Bar arrow and select the color scheme you want to add to your cells. After you select the color scheme, if you notice the image to the right has the color green comparing the dollar values in each of the cells. Spark lines. Spark lines are tiny little charts that show comparisons between two or more similar columns. They're very much similar to conditional formatting. To use spark lines, you should have at least 2 columns of data to compare. You have 3 choices of spark lines: line, column, or win/loss. Inserting a column spark line. We want to do a comparison of the money in the month's columns D5 through F5. So we will place our cursor in cell G5 since this is where we want our spark lines to appear. We're going to go to the Insert tab, and then we're going to select the column sparkline icon. When the Create Sparkline box opens, click on the arrow to the right of the Data Range box. Now we can select D5 through F5. The cell reference should appear in the Create Sparklines box. Hit Enter. The Create Sparklines box should be complete. Then click on OK. If you look at the example to the right, we have our spark lines in G5. Then we can use the fill handle to copy the spark lines down the column. Adding color to spark lines. You can change the color of your spark lines. To do this, you select the spark lines. Under the Sparkline Tools Design tab, on the right side, click on the Sparkline Color drop-down arrow. You will be given a variety of choices for colors that you want to use for your spark lines. The Sparkline Marker Color. Below the Sparkline color, you will find the Marker Color icon. The marker color allows you to mark in a spark line the high or low points, etc., etc. To do this, select the spark lines, then go to the drop-down arrow to the right of the marker color icon and select the option you want to use. If you notice, you have options of high point, low point, first point, last point, and you even have negative points. On the Home tab, to the right of the underline, you will find the Borders icon. Click on the Borders icon for a variety of border options. To add a border, select the cell or cells where you want to place a border, and then select the type of border you want. Aesthetic features fill or what we call shading. To add shading in a cell, select the cell or cells where you want the fill or the shading to occur. Go to the Home tab and select the drop-down arrow under the paint can to the right of the border. Then select the color for your shading. If you look to the right, you're going to see the little paint can to the right of the border or the left of the font color, and then you have your options for color. Clearing. To clear away formatting such as borders, color, conditional formatting, and spark lines that you do not want in cells, use the clear icon. The clear icon is located on the Home tab on the right side under the Editing Ribbon Toolbar section. By clicking on the drop-down, you will see all the different options that you have to clear away data. You can clear away format, content, commas, hyperlinks, etc. Congratulations, you have just finished part 4. Go to the class website and download the class activity 1-3 workbook. Save it to Chapter 1 Excel folder on your flash drive. Select the entire worksheet and change the font family to Times New Roman or Arial. Change the font size to 12. In H5, add the column heading Total. Use the Format Painter tool to copy the formatting from G5 to H5. In H7, create a formula using the AutoSum feature to find the accumulative total for the 3 months. Use the fill handle to copy the formatting down through H18. Then continue on to the next slide for further directions. Place the cursor in G19 and use the fill handle to copy the formatting to cell H19. Place your cursor in cell H18. Place a single bottom border in the cell. Now you want to compare 3 columns of similar data. Select cells E7 through G18. Add any data bar conditional formatting of your choosing to the cells. In I5, add a column heading called Monthly Comparison. Use the Format Painter tool to copy the formatting from H5 to I5. In I7, add a column spark line for only the 3 months. Use the fill handle to copy the formatting down the column through I18. Continue on to the next page for further instructions. Add a sparkline color to the sparklines in the column. Add a marker color to the sparkline to mark the highest point. Select A5 through I19. Format the cells with a table with column headers. Select A1 through B1 and merge the cells together. Bold A1 and add a title heading style to the cell. Select cells A7 through A18. Add light gray shading to the cells. Use the clear icon to remove the fill shading formatting in cells C7 through C19. Use the Clear Format option. Save your spreadsheet. Call your teacher over to review your work. Congratulations, you have just finished all 4 PowerPoints in the chapter. Please go back to the class website to follow your next set of instructions.